Hi, welcome to Garden House Studio YouTube channel. My name is Peggy and my husband Wayne is behind the camera. And today we are going to be working on a Christmas banner. It's my last Christmas banner and I think it's one I'm going to keep. So what we're going to be using is these blank chipboard, I guess you would call these, they're almost pennants. You could get these at any craft store, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. They usually come in a package of 12 to 50. So we're going to be using 7 of those. And then we're going to be using Decoupage Queen Rice paper. And these rice papers are, this is the L&J Goods Christmas, Retro Christmas. We're going to be using this one. This one is also a Retro Christmas Sentiments by Ellen J. Goods. Hopefully they're not too glary. And this is another one which is actually this one on a larger sheet. So we're going to be using these rice papers to decoupage with. We're also going to be using Pentart Decoupage Varnishing Glue, and this is the glitter one. We're going to be using the plain decoupage glue, and I have 2 glue sticks, glitter glue sticks, that I'm going to use for some embellishments. So I've already gotten a couple started so that we could see what we're making. And this is just decoupaged on, and then we went over it with some glitter glue, and we did the little hope, which is part of the sentiments. And then for every other one, I wanted to have some scripture. So what I did is I just went online. Here's my paper. And I looked up Christmas scriptures. And then what I did is I put them in a text. What was that be called? A text what?
Text edit or something?
I put it on my on my computer. And I just put in a font that I liked and that I thought would look nice. And then I just printed them out and decoupaged them on. Real simple. But when you add that little bit of glitter, it just makes it super pretty. So while these are drying, we are going to do some decoupage. Here we go. So usually I use the paintbrush and water method to go around the edges of the piece I'm going to be decoupaging with. But because these are exactly the size I need, I'm going to cut them out with scissors so that I don't miss the mark. In other words, I need every single bit of this piece. We are coming to you live from Chester, Vermont, where it is snowing like crazy. We have a vintage and home decor shop here where we sell lots and lots of DIY supplies. I really like this paper. It is actually my favorite colors, the pink, the soft turquoise, the retro ornaments, just super pretty. Okay, this one is cut and ready to go. And take our decoupage glue, and this decoupage glue is super, super thick. I like to have a nice handmade garland pennant to put in front of a window. Maybe I put it in front of over a mantle, in front of a mirror. But I think they just make such a pretty add-on. So we're just a week, a little over a week, what, 9 days away from Christmas? I think I would leave this up all of January. Till Valentine's. Get the bubbles and the clops where we had a couple places where we, and we'll let that one dry. And then we'll do this one. Okay. I've decided how I want that to go. I think I'm going to have it that way. So all of these products are available on our site, and I will go ahead and put the links for each product in the description when I do that. Stand up to get this right again. You can see what I mean, how these are just like exactly the right size. And we're just using a little piece of cellophane, saran wrap type stuff, all rolled up to press down the design. Super soft, nice brush, makes it easy, nice even amount of medium so you don't end up with glops. So there's two, and we have one more to do. This one, I believe. Let's cut the top of that so we get it right. So this design, this is the smallest size, and the small size has actually 4 of the designs, where you can get each design, each one of these designs on a much larger sheet individually. Right up to the top. Don't overwork your rice paper. You will see it start to shred a little bit, and you'll see fiber. You don't want that to happen, the fiber separating. Okay. So we're going to have 3 with scriptures on them, and 4 that just say love, faith, hope, and love. So these are my 4 little ones, and then I need those. Okay, so while these 2 are drying, we're going to take the 2 that we already got to this point. They already have a top coat decoupaged on them, and we're going to take, I'm going to use, can you hand me that razor blade? Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I need to seal these. First, before I do that, I'm going to put a top coat of varnish on top of these. But I have found usually when I'm decoupaging on wood, it's real easy to do to sand the edges. But this little thin chipboard, it doesn't like to be sanded too much. So I've been using a razor blade. It's worked better. These are such retro Christmas colors, this teal and the apricot, just beautiful. And again, I'm trying to get it an even coat, but not overwork it. Gets tacky pretty quick. It's a very thick decoupage medium. These are all Pentart products. Okay, let that one dry. Two drying. Okay, I think we're done with this. No more decoupage. All right, so the razor blade. Can I have the razor blade? Did you hand it?
It's on the can.
Oh, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the razor blade along the edge of my wood piece, and it takes it right off. And be careful that if you do use a razor blade, that you have it in some kind of a holder. I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. Okay. So this one says Faith, and we've already put one coat of varnish over it. And the next thing we are going to do is use another coat of varnish, but this is our glitter varnish to give it a little bit of it's always good to have an awl push through the holes. Do this one. You could see the holes right through the paper. And let's trim this one. You know, I think for using this razor blade and doing this, it would be nice if I had like glass underneath it. What do you think?
Yeah.
It really drags on cardboard.
And it helps when you're cutting because the blade goes right through.
The glass?
No, the glass
Would stop it.
would stop it. So.
Well, and I'm sure cardboard is like a tree, so I'm probably dulling this razor blade really fast. Okay, there's just a tiny little bit left on this side, which I may. Got it. All right. So like I said, the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Decoupage Varnish and Glue Glitter. And it might not be, I don't know if you can see the shine. Can you see the shine?
Kind of pull it up closer.
And sometimes the light changes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could see the glitter? It's Christmas. Glittery. Shiny things. Stars and all sorts of fun stuff. Do we have a stick over there? I should stir this up. Or I'll just take one of these paintbrushes and just to make sure that my glitter is all throughout my paste. Besides, it's too small for me to put a stir stick in it anyway. So this is glitter glue. Goes on super milky and dries clear with some glitter.
Well, we need to tell you viewers that we are not able to receive any live comments for some reason. We'll probably look into it a little bit more seriously after this video. Again, we do apologize for that because we do like to receive comments on the projects we're doing.
Well, there might not be anybody there. This is just plain copy paper. It is a inkjet copier. I decoupaged it, went over it with varnish. It hasn't bled at all. So I think as long as you do it real quickly, you don't oversaturate it, you'll be all set. See if I can get any off the edges. Although it would be kind of pretty to get the glitter sticking on the edges. Okay. I think I am going to have to use a blow dryer to dry those pieces that I just did. There's the glitter one. Which one? Maybe I'll dry this one. And then do the... let that one dry. And I am going to go ahead and hit this with a blow dryer. When you do it live, that's your choice. You can mute it. It's pretty dry. Dry enough for me to do this next step. So I'm going to see about taking the, if this is dry enough. Again, I'm using a razor blade and just cutting along this edge to take those extra pieces off. I have my little awl. This is actually a sewing awl. You can get them at any fabric store. I think it's Dritz. I don't know whose it is. Use it all the time for poking holes and stuff. Okay, you can mute it. I'm going to do a little more blow drying. If you mute it, I'll put the blow drying in the...
Okay.
Now we're going to put some of the glitter glue on top. Oh, nope, we got to put our little thing on first. Forgot about that. We have to put our piece on this one. Peace or love? What should it be, sir? Peace.
Peace. Looks very peaceful.
Now, I'm going to use a glitter varnish to do that because I've already got it on my brush, and it is the same thing with glitter in it, so it will work. Once it's wet, this stuff gets very weak, so because I'm outlining these with a gold pen, a glitter pen, I'm not worried that it's exactly straight or perfectly placed because it'll look great anyway with the gold around it. So the glitter glue is also a top coat. And I was reading the directions, and it does say that it is waterproof once it's dry, which is a good thing. You know, you could do it again. You could go on your phone.
Oh, yeah. Let's check.
Okay, so that one's done. And I don't know if you can see that glitter, but it's super pretty. It's got lots of pink highlights in it. That one. And now we have 1, 2. I'm going to dry that one. So you want to, I don't think anybody wants to hear the blow dryer. So we'll mute it and get this one dry. I really want to get the edges of the paper so that I can cut it more easily dry. That is one of the reasons I really wanted to use this, the blow dryer. And here we are cutting another one. Really want to get the edges of the paper so that I can cut it. You need to turn that volume off. Here we go, one more. Trimmed up. We have a really nice gold, kind of like an ornament hanger thread that we're going to be putting these on with. Okay, so this one needs its little, last little sentiment from the sentiments. And I believe I'm going to put it right there. And some more glitter glue. And you don't see the milky glue when it dries. Well, you saw that anyway. It just has a beautiful little holiday shimmer. Oops. Okay, one more done. This one is mostly dry, but I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the blow dryer just one little time. To dry this thing off. It's getting water. I think I am going to get glass. But this one that we decoupaged right in the beginning is dry. Okay, cutting another one off. See how little is left along the sides. That's why I cut it rather than ripping it.
Well, we have some live comments. Janet Morgan says, yes, of course, to the question if you're enjoying this project. Thanks, Janet.
Did you ask that question?
I did.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't seeing any comments. Now all of a sudden I can see them.
Oh, good. Hi, Janet. Okay, the next thing I have is my little scripture, which I'm going to put on this one. And where are we going to put it? I think right there. They're all placed in different spots. It totally depended on the design. Might be a little bumpy because of the glitter behind it. But so I have 3 with scriptures and 4 with just the sentiments from the sentiments paper, the Ellen J. Goods paper. Okay, let that one. That's the only one that's rippled. I hope it doesn't stay rippled. Dare I do this? No, I don't dare. Just because it's just plain old copy paper, I'm just going to let it be. We'll see what happens. Okay, so the next step, we've gotten all of them glittered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. They're all glittered. They all have their designs on, their words on them. I'll put them back out. This one's totally done. This one's totally done. They just need to have the glitter around with the glitter pen. Love these glitter pens. So I just take my glitter pen, and I am going to go around the piece. I am not a crazy glitter person, but weddings and Christmas call for glitter. That's my professional opinion. So because we are just opening in our new shop, a lot of these items never made it to the website for Christmas sales, but everything we have here that we're using, we have in stock. So that will flatten itself out. You can move this glue around a little if you get it too gloppy. But honestly, when it's all done, it doesn't really matter because it really does flatten out quite a bit. And this is the gold.
Janet says that the muted colors are beautiful.
I know, I love these colors. I know, they're not quite Christmas colors, but I think they were in the, I don't know how old retro this is. I know we have a lot of pink antique bulbs from,
Oh, yeah.
lots of pink antique bulbs. So there's that one and that one. So now there's 3 done. I'm going to move this off of my wonderful cardboard and do this one. And this also is good because it gets rid of that really sharp edge. And you know, those edges, if anything's going to come up, it's those little sharp edges, the corners and stuff. And after it dries, if you think it needs a little more, just go and fill in where sometimes there's little spots that you missed. I have so much glare from this light that I can hardly see the edge. Well, that one's a little bumpy, but just straighten it out before it dries. Just fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you can hang these on your Christmas tree.
Totally.
You can put names on them, sayings for the people in your household.
Yep. You could turn them into gift tags.
Yeah.
I went ahead, the first thing I did was paint both sides white. so that it was, both sides were finished. So if you wanted to use it as a gift tag or something afterwards, you could. It was done.
A little magnet on the back and stick on your refrigerator.
I don't know if they'd be, I guess they probably would work. So these this one, I also took the glitter pen in, what color was it? Rainbow. And I did a little bit of outlining of the branches.
Oh, okay.
So that's still raised up. I kind of did it pretty heavy, so I think it's still, might still be wet, so I'm not going to touch that one.
It's hard to see that.
Yeah, because it's clear.
Yeah.
Very hard to see it because it's very clear. So this guy is, like I said, wrinkled. The only one that's wrinkled. But you know what? We're going to put the glitter around the edges of it anyway. I think all the rest of the papers, what I did is I actually put glue on the back of the paper and on the board. This one I didn't put it on the back of the paper. So there's a tip to lightly put glue on the back of the paper. And maybe if you do that, you won't have the wrinkle. Is my head blocking the video?
No, not at all.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and string this, just being really careful not to touch the parts that I know are still wet. Which is almost all of them. Did this one? Oh, they're all glittered. You can see it. I can see it when the light is shining on it. So they're all glittered. And somewhere I got this huge roll of gold, huge roll of gold at a flea market or a yard sale, and I've had it already for 10 years, and there'll probably be another 500 yards left when I'm dead. So someone will inherit it. I already tested it. It's super thin and super strong. So what I want to do is I want to find the first one I did, which was Hope, because that's going to be the most dry. And for this, I really want to push it through the back so that my gold, beautiful gold string shows the whole. So I'm going to put one of those, and I'm still in the camera, right? I don't want to move these guys down. And then I'm going to put my scripture. And then I want to put, I think the next one I'm going to do is my pink one. It takes a little while for the glue pen to dry, but not an exceedingly long amount of time. my next scripture one. I'm going to be off the table in a second. Faith. So I have a green garland, a real garland, faux greenery garland that I'm going to kind of weave this all in between. And
So if you wanted, you could almost tell the Christmas story with these cards. Or you could give a family history with the cards. Put a photo of each kid or something.
I think I'm out of the camera now.
You are, but the cards aren't.
You could see all of them?
Yeah.
All the way over here?
Almost. That last one's partial.
Well, there you have it. There's number 7. So I'm going to push these a little closer and hold it up. And there you go. There is our Christmas.
Go over that way a little bit. Okay. Down a little bit.
There is our Christmas garland. Thank you very much for watching, and I will put all the supply list in the introduction.